Hello everyone and welcome back to the Deercast. Today we're going to be reviewing this, which is called the Jagerschmid. I think some people call it the stalker's mate or stalker's friend, but it's basically a very handy little piece of German kit that I think they use mainly on the boar, at least that's what's shown on the box. But it's basically a very handy little kind of handle hook for dragging. And it also comes with a nice little kind of strap for putting it over your shoulder. And it's got a multitude of different uses. It's kind of very versatile. We'll try and splice in a picture of what's on the box in terms of what the sort of different uses are for it. But I've been using this for nearly a year now on fallow, up on the hill on the reds, and I'm really impressed with it. So I thought I'd just share with you sort of briefly how it works. So you've obviously got the big hook on the end, and it sort of nicely slides into, it's like a little recess in there for it. So you can pop that in your pocket, or I've got it in my binocular harness. You pull that out and the little hook comes out, and then you just get under the chin of the deer, and you just kind of, it has got a spike on it, so it kind of digs itself in, and you can see that's come out. Well, you can't actually see it hasn't come out, but it basically locks under the jaw. And then you've got a couple of options from here. You can either just drag like that, and that normally works on kind of a normal fallow doe or a roe or something fairly light. But it's nice because it's got this bearing in it, so obviously if the deer moves, or if you want to readjust your hand, and it's got a nice sturdy feel to it. It's got good kind of, the plastic is clearly very well made. The other option is to use the strap that comes with it, which kind of rolls up quite neatly. And you'll see in here, and there's a little recess, and you put the strap through that little sort of post box, if you like. Hang on. I've done this before once or twice. You pull it through, and you'll see that this kind of locks in nice and sturdily into there, so there's no chance of this kind of pulling through at any point. And then you can obviously either pop it over your shoulder to drag, or, I mean, that's quite good on the hill in Scotland, because then if obviously the deer rolls away, you can release yourself. Or in kind of lowland settings, I tend to put it over my sort of shoulder, and then mainly with your body weight, you can just sort of lean in. This has obviously got a head on it, which isn't helping that much. You can normally, just with your body weight, just sort of get going, and quite quickly. It's quite an easy way of dragging. The other thing you can do is, if you've got another person with you, you can pull this back up through, and another person can either put it around their shoulder or hold it with their hand or whatever. So you've got quite a few nice little kind of options for that. Another thing you can do is, it has on it already quite a handy little saw. So you can either use that for, I think its intended purposes for cutting branches, or if you wanted to kind of hoist it up into a tree or something like that. In a pinch it makes quite a good little chest saw, obviously quite spiky, so occasionally you can kind of pierce something with it. But yeah, that is the Jagerschmid. It's about 50 quid online. You can get it from Monarch Country Sports, or other good retailers. And yeah, highly recommend as a little piece of kit to chuck in your pocket or your bino harness. So that's been our review of the Jagerschmid. Thank you very much for watching.